How's it going, everyone? I'm making pancakes just for myself. There's the kettle on for coffee. I gotta clean up my stove today. I got the rest of the house done yesterday, but I gotta get my stove done today. You see this shit? It's fucking gross. I gotta clean it. Why I'm having an actual, like, I don't know, what is it, dopamine or serotonin rush? But ever since I got my shelves in and I was able to put all my stuff up finally, I've been cleaning, and it's actually not hard when you actually have storage space that you can put your shit in. Ah! I always put cinnamon. I just use basic pancake mix. This isn't from scratch or anything. I don't have the ingredients to make pancakes from scratch right now, nor do I have the fucking money to get all the ingredients to make pancakes from scratch right now. I gotta go grocery shopping, but I'm gonna have to have like a budget of $50 and see what I get. Because money is tight, my dudes. Usually like putting cinnamon. That's about it. Some water. I want a whole bunch of pancakes. That seems like a good pancake consistency. Ah! I'm gonna get the spoon so I can do a quick little stir. Nothing like a fresh cup of coffee in the mornings. All right. So, butter. I always do butter for my pancakes. Makes the outsides nice and crispy. Plop, plop. I gotta go pull my nose. Hold on. another for one room. God, words. There's enough for another pancake. Oh, there's that butter stick. I gotta put a magic eraser to my cabinets. I mean, they're all white and they all look pretty grody at the corners because, like, it's been a while since this place has actually been deep cleaned. And not all of that is my fault, okay? Can actually find really shitty people to do your work, to do the jobs. And this house is attached to the hotel, meaning that if I lose my job, I lose my house. So it's cool though. My boss is chill, which is really nice because sometimes the bosses of this type of work ain't chill. This reminds me of the chicken dance. Da 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 da. Oh, my scrunchie. A friend of mine is trying to learn how to sew, and she made me this scrunchie, and it's got bees on it, guys. It's got little bees. Oh! Did I get that on camera? Yes. There we go. Pancakes, 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 pancakes. I only have 2 joints left, which is very sad. But if you're ever in Montana and you're of age, of 21, Bloom has pretty good stuff. I like their stuff. Their strawberry strain is like, their sativa is like pretty nice, actually. And that's mostly what I get, despite the fact that it can cause me like some slight anxiety issues sometimes. But at the same time, you take anything for your brain, you take anything for your body, you're going to have some sort of side effect. Frankly, I'd rather be anxiety versus, oh, I don't know, potentially dying from withdrawal effects because I live in the middle of nowhere and I can't exactly, there's no pharmacy here, so like I would have to drive 2 hours just to get my fucking pills, And if I drive 2 hours, especially if we were talking about like Adderall or Xanax, I would have to drive 2 hours. And then if something happens to where the pharmacy is just like, oh, we don't have those pills, or, oh, you know, you have to renew your prescription or whatever, because there are so many hoops for the medication that I would technically need, like the stronger medications that people would say I would need because I have something akin to ADHD. I haven't been diagnosed with anything yet, but like I don't, like if you live near a pharmacy, you probably don't understand this, but like I don't want Adderall and Xanax can both be very dangerous to withdraw off of. I don't want to have to deal with that up here. I live too far from civilization to deal with that, so we're just going with the fucking weed and we're self-medicating. And if you have any issues with that, go find someone else. This is... no one's watching right now. But if you do see this in the future and you don't like this, go watch someone else. But those joints, basically what I do to make them last throughout the day, because I do a joint a day. It isn't so bad. What I do to make them last is like I'll split it up and I'll just smoke it on my bong. Now some strains, and I can say this with absolute certainty, some strains can and do help more than others. Like there's another strain, Blackberry. I find it very interesting that it was around when I started smoking the strawberry strain that I started getting like cleaning urge, but around that time was also when my shelves came, so it may just be my shelves in general. The fact that I actually have space to put all my tiny things in, and it not just be super duper messy anymore and just super all over the place. It's really nice. But around that same time, I started doing the strawberry. Whether or not that is the actual cause of my spurt of energy that's helped me to get clean, or the shelves, or it could just be both, honestly. It could just be a complete coincidence. But it helps. It helps me focus on cleaning. Focus on what I gotta do. And maybe I just finally snapped out of the depressive funk I've been in. For like my entire life. Huh. I don't think people who don't deal with depression, I don't think they really understand, like, my entire life, my voice is cracking. That's fucking lame. My entire life, I've never been able to keep my place upkeep. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but with the shelves, I'm hoping that'll last a while. Because it's clean. And it's actually clean. And it's weird. Well, ain't that a bit of melodrama for the morning? Coffee, anyone? Let's see, which cup do I want? We're doing the cat cup. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I think I found this cup on TikTok and I was like, I want one. And then I realized my manager will also really like that cup because it's really cute and it's Halloween themed. So I got one for me and I got one for her for Christmas. And needless to say, she did like it. Yeah. Hey. Sugar and milk. Or sugar and cream, as it were. Oh, Mama's home. Am I stirring this with a fork? Maybe. You're not gonna know though. Mmm. That. So how are you this morning? Should I give this shirt up? It's been through a lot with me, and it's still holding on pretty good. I've had this shirt for a few years now. Wait, did the grease paint stains wash out of it? I thought that shit would never come out. So I used to work at an auto manufacturing facility specifically to make brakes. So anyone who's worked with brakes know that there's these tension clips that are holding the brake pads in place. My job was to basically put those tension clips into the brackets, and how we would do some of them is we would brush like the parts with grease paint, with like this great grease paint, and it was super thick and it was pretty enjoyable. They were paying me $12 an hour and it was 8-hour shifts at night shift. And I get paid a lot more for a lot less here, guys. I don't think you understand. I was on my feet. I was at my little workstation. I had a machine to put like the pistons into the brake brackets too. So it would be put the parts in for the piston part, put the bracket in, and then press the buttons for the machine. And the machine did its thing, which was like injecting lubricant into the holes where the pistons are going to go. And what that did is it would make a fucking mess, and I would have to wipe it up at all times because it would just inject like too much of the lubricant. And then I would take the brackets out, put them on my workstation, put the spring clips in, and actually, did I have to do? I'm pretty sure I did have to do the paint, and I would have to do it to keep up with the guys that were actually putting like everything else in with their machines. But it was on my feet on concrete flooring, and those fatigue pads that they fucking put on the floors don't do shit. They never have. I got paid $12 for that. In comparison, oh, and probably the factory was owned by some multi-billionaire fucktwit. In comparison Small business owner. Not all small businesses have good owners. Not all small businesses have honorable owners. I managed to find the one that fucking did. He pays me $18 an hour to clean rooms. That's all my job is. I clean hotel rooms, and I make $18 an hour doing that. And it's the best work deal I have ever had. Hands down. Up until then, I have worked for corporations only. This is the first small business, and it is so much better. Yeah. Yep. And even then, I'm still fucking struggling because this fucking economy's in shambles. I should be having so much more money right now. Just because. But even I'm fucking up here struggling, and I don't have to pay a lot for rent. You know how I mentioned that my employment is tied to my housing, so if I get fired or I quit, I lose the house and I have to be out within a certain time frame. Sometimes it's 24 hours, sometimes it's up to a week. Depends on the person you're working for. But I only paid $260 for this place a month, plus utilities. I make $18 an hour. I'm able to put stuff in my savings, of course. But food is expensive. And like, we only have one way in and out throughout town, and that's through the national park. And the other way is like closed in the winter, which is stupid. Especially this winter, because we barely had a fucking winter. And like, bro, I'm having to tighten my belts considerably. In the summer, it's great. In the summer, I'm good. Because tourist traffic is excellent in the summer. In the winter, it can be a little bit wishy-washy. But this is also Cook City. This is the Lamar Valley entrance, and if you remember, if you like pay attention to the news of this area, of the Yellowstone National Park area, you would know that there was a massive flood that kind of fucked up the roads for Lamar Valley and for Mammoth too. As a matter of fact, they had to pave Old Gardner Road from Mammoth to Gardner to pretty much allow access to the park and to that area of the park. I used to walk Old Gardner Road because I used to work in Gardner. They did not pay me enough, and they also charged $400 a month for a significantly smaller space that I had to share with 2 other people. Fuck that shit. It's like the room was maybe take out this part, just this side of the house. That's how big it was. For like 2 times more. And I'm just like, But yeah, no. Those floods, they fucked us up for a bit. I mean, business-wise, they fucked us up. But as far as, like, us actually, like, our mental states, we tucker through it. We truck through with that shit. We just hung out with each other. Had as a summer where we could all relax. My coffee. With that, I am going to go get my day started. I don't think I have anyone in my hotel that's checking out today, but you'll be surprised. There's still a few snowmobilers out and about.